Tell me, Sylvain, how much data is daily produced in your customers' offices, laboratories and plants?
Yes, to conduct a complex program, company will use hundreds of applications. And these applications will produce billions of pieces of information and data.
Is this data useful?
It is very, very rich, Lorraine. We have hidden treasuries in our business application. Databases, intranet, text documents. Being useful is another story.
What story?
It is a story of transforming a messy content into usable information assets. It is a story of easy access on real time, as user-friendly and efficient as research online.
So I'm sure that you have now the solution to make something from this rich data.
At any time we have the solution. Yes, the solution, yes. We have now Exalead. What is Exalead? With Exalead technology, we can provide a new class of search-based application for collaborative communities. With Exalead technology, there is a more successful search, more discovery, more relevant information. It is another way of interconnecting application and information system.
So now let's discover Exalead and welcome on stage its Vice President. Let me introduce you to Morgan Zimmermann. Where does Exalead come from?
We're coming out from the web. And actually, I'd like to share with you on that specific purpose an anecdote which I love.
It's a pleasure.
François Bourdon, the main founder of this organization, used to be at Alta Vista. He was leading the advanced technology of Alta Vista. And at that...
Cool. He's coming from the web, so everything is fast.
Quick.
So, anecdote.
And at that time, François was the first person to tell Louis Monnier, the owner of Alta Vista, that he should buy the young guys from Stanford doing Google. And Louis Monnier told him, François, you're just a French guy. As any French guy, you will never understand anything about business. No one can compete with Alta Vista. End of the story. And this is how Exalead's story started up.
Okay, so please.
Thank you. I'm missing the beeper. Thank you. So François created Exalead in 1998. And well, the first time of our history was very French. We spent the first 7 years of our history in a garage. So you take 50 top engineers, you put them in a garage to develop technology. And one day in 2005, we realized that maybe we can sell it. And since that time, in less than 5 years, we've acquired 250 prestigious customers, which includes France Télécom, Faurecia, Peugeot, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Société Générale, BNP, and a few others. You'll see some of them later on through some of our customers' presentations. Globally, we're deploying our technology through 3 main business domains. Enterprise search, I don't believe I have to explain here what that means. Online, that looks pretty far away, but this is very important to us. We believe innovation is coming out from the online space. So we're providing our technology to all of the top leaders of the online publishing space. You should just remember one single number, 110 million. This is a number of people that are using our technology every single month if I accumulate the traffic of our audience to our largest online publishing customers. And finally, 360 search-based application, which is what we're going to talk about in the next few slides. But maybe I should start by sharing with you one of my biggest weaknesses. Marketers, they might call that the challenge. It is the name of my industry, enterprise search. Why is that a weakness? Because anytime I talk to a customer and I tell them that what I do is search, they believe that what I'm doing is search. Of course I'm doing search. But in reality, when you think search in emails, search in unstructured documents. And if you look at the areas where I'm generating value to my customers, in most cases, it's not on the emails. It's on the core mission-critical structured database. It's an application that would have traditionally tried to execute with a combination of BI, data warehouse, database, and traditional tools. You need to keep in mind that my preferred playground is SAP. Remember that I'm everything about usability and cost efficiency, so you understand why SAP is my preferred playground. So a good example is what we did for Jeffco. Jeffco, it's a 3.5 billion euro logistic company. They spent 200 million euros in building a logistic ERP, and they made that pretty well. But also they spent that amount of money. There is one thing that they never managed to do, is to make sure that the car dealers, their customers, are capable to know at any time where a specific vehicle would be and when it's going to be delivered. They spend millions of euros with a combination of Oracle and Business Object to try to solve that problem without ever solving it. One day, we met with them, and 3 months later, and less than 1 million euro later, we had divided the response time by 100. We had multiplied the number of users by 100, and the whole of that by dividing the production cost by 2. This is what we call search-based application. And you'll see that in the Forestia or in the Mayan presentation later on. More specifically, what is it? It's all about capturing data in the core application that you have, so SAP, Enovia, Documentum, SharePoint, Siebel, you name it. Extracting the whole of that data, collapsing it through a powerful semantic factory process, storing it into a high-performance index, and we're then building the application layer onto that index. Some of my customers, the first time they see that, they tell me, Morgan, you did not invent anything. What you're doing is a simple decoupling of data lifecycle with application lifecycle. It's a data mart. Okay. If you think a data mart can support 10 billion records, if you think a data mart can support a combination of structured and unstructured data, if you think a data mart can support real-time incremental updates, semantic processing, natural language processing, and click-through navigation, then you can say that what I am doing is a data mart, I'm fine with it. How does it look like in practice? That's a recent example of something that we made for a pharmaceutical company. That's not the good screen, actually. Okay. So we'll do on this one. So we made two things with a pharmaceutical company. One that you're not seeing here today, which is all about seeing, the healthcare provider. Pharmaceutical companies, they have one challenge, which is to be able to manage the healthcare provider, which are the people that are prescribing medication to the customers. I should say the patients. And we made for this pharmaceutical company a first dashboard, which is all about capturing how they are interacting with the healthcare provider. So of course it's about capturing the CRM data. But what you would have seen in my screen is also what they're capturing in Twitter. What is this specific doctor saying about my product? But it's also about capturing the website's logs to understand what a specific doctor has been doing on the website of this company. This screen is another one that we also made for the same pharmaceutical company, which is all about this time capturing what are people saying about the medication that this pharmaceutical company is selling. And in that case, what we are doing here is we are capturing data on the web, mainly on blogs and forums, to classify adverse effects. So we're looking at what are the adverse effects that people are talking about when they're talking about the Spiriva medication. And as you can see here, they're talking about death. I'm not sure I would want to use that specific medicine. Disability, serious event, whatever. So that has been captured from the web. So it's not necessarily representative of all of the issues that they would have seen in the laboratories, but it's representative of what are people saying about the product on the web. And then on top of that, we've combined information also from the CRM system. So we're trying to capture the number of exchanges that this pharmaceutical company have had with a doctor. So this is what you see in the number of presentation. And then we're also capturing what is the feedback from the doctors, which is what you see in the right-hand side, which is a response. And below you will have a number of documents. So I think this is also one of the representative type of application that we're deploying to a number of our customers. So what do we bring to our customers? In reality, I can simplify it. Every single application that we deploy brings globally always the same thing. It brings usability. You take the best of the data coming out from SAP, you take the best of the data coming out from Enovia, you combine that data, and you put it into a user interface that anyone could use without any single training, and that will still be secure. So you Googleize a combination of SAP and Enovia if you want. We're bringing performances and cost efficiency. Some people tell me, okay, this is about hardware saving. I don't care. I mean, I don't care saving 50 or 100,000 euro in hardware for my customer. What I care is that when they have 100 million documents that they need to manage, when they have 500 million documents that they need to manage, there is not any single bottleneck in the deployment for taking care and using these 500 million documents. This is far more important than the hardware that we can save. What I care is that when they want to use another 10,000 users to a specific data set, when they want to make sure that SAP is going to be used by every single worker in this organization, I can solve it. That's what I care, not hardware saving. And it's about agility. In all of the projects that we have made so far, globally, it has always taken only weeks or months, not years. And there is a number of good reasons for that, and I think I don't have enough time to tell you all the details, but it's mainly due to the core of the IP of the technology. So what do we do with that technology? But globally, in the last 6 months, we've made program management for Forestia, we've made track and trace for Jeffco, we've made part inventory management, we've made patient record management for hospitals, we've made network supervision and customer management for telecommunication operator. So you have a more exhaustive list behind me. I guess the limitation is only the limits of our imagination.